Well, hello, YouTube world. It's been, how long has it been? A month or more, probably 6 weeks. Last video was, patrol, that's right, the last update on Gus. So, yeah, it's been a while between drinks, and I apologise. As far as videos have gone, there's been a few things against me, just with time, work. I'm in construction and the building industry, so coming up through May, June, that's our busiest time, and the builders want their houses finished, the owners want their houses finished, and it's all got to happen by June 30. So I've been flat strap dealing with that, and also dealing with the car. You can see there in the background, dealing with just getting things finished on that and ready to go. So it was all working well, and it has come together nicely. Just last month or so, things have got pretty intense with work, and yeah, you start one thing on the car and then you realise you've got to do the next thing and another thing, and some other things will pop up, and I'm in that mindset with this car where I just want it done. I didn't want to leave anything on the table. If we were there, we were just going to do it. So but we're there, as you can see in the background. It's here. Speaking of here, we're currently down in Margaret River. We're about 10 k's east of Margaret River at the moment. It's dead of winter. We've actually got a break in the rain and the wind. It's actually been pretty hectic weather. The rain's fine, I love the rain, but just the wind has been next level. But today we woke up and it's been calm and beautiful all day, so I'm absolutely wrapped about that. And it's drizzled. It's been drizzly and a bit misty, which is great. But like I say, I'm not fussed about the rain. So we went for a bit of a drive today, and well, we've been driving every day. We've been here. We've been going for a drive, so it's been nice. But I thought I would get the camera out down here, and we're not doing a trip video so much per se, but I thought I would use the chance to show you that the car's going, everything's done on that. Well, apart from a few little things just to finish off, just to tidy up on it, but majority of the thing, it's finished, ready to go. It's kitted out, it's got everything in it that it needs, and it's ready to go. You can tell it's even got a bit of dirt on it as well, so it's good. It's running nice, it's driving well, and I'm stoked. It's great. Coming from the old TB 42 to the nice TD 42 factory turbo. It's good. It still has the same old patrol attributes, but it's just the GQ to the GU, I find it's quite incredible, the difference in how I don't know if refined maybe it is between the two, which is funny because the GQ is a 92 and this is only a 99, but you can just really feel the difference between the two cars, and so there's not a lot of room in there, but they really stepped up the difference between the GQ and how the GU drives. It's quite incredible. So a bit of useless information for anyone that cares. As I was saying, we're down here in Margaret River, so it's become the kind of thing for me and Kelly, like an annual thing where we'll head down south somewhere and get something like this that you can see in the background. We'll get on Airbnb and we'll find a cabin, or a log cabin or a cottage or something off somewhere nice outside of, I don't know, say we've stayed in Yellingup before, done Margs a couple of times now. Where else have we been? I can't think. Point is though, we get down here somewhere and we'll stay in a cabin. We don't rough it at all, we do it real nicely, and that's sort of our yearly thing around end of June, start of July, and that's just for us to get away, do it comfy. It's the end of the silly time for me when it comes to work being ballistic, with the June 30 as I mentioned. So that's our getaway time, and we'll do something like this where we'll be in the dead of winter down in the southwest, and just have a fat time in a real comfy cottage somewhere. It's nice for Kelly too, because I could camp all year round, but it's nice to be able to have somewhere with a bed, you know, a kitchen, and somewhere nice and warm to come home to every time we've been out for dinner or whatever we're doing. So that's where we're at now. That's exactly where we are. We're in Margaret River. As I said, we're about 10 k's east out of Margs, and it's beautiful. It's on this bit of land with some sheep and some little lambs running around, and there's been plenty of bird life. There's lots of dolmens, the 28s, been some cheeky western rosellas around, some magpies, quite a few redcaps as well. So the scenery here, it's amongst peppermint trees and nice big rolling green hills. It's absolutely stunning. So this time of year for us is just exactly where we want to be and what we want to do. So I thought it would be a good way to touch base with all you guys, and like I said, not do so much a trip video, but just catch up and let you know how Gus is going, and that now hopefully with it all finished, work calming down now, end of June 30. Everyone's got their houses. You're welcome. We can start getting back out, and I can start getting some videos going, because I know quite a few of you have been missing them and asking when the hell I'm going to be starting some videos again. So I'm feeling you. I'm missing them as well. So we've done a few things while we've been down here. Like I said, it's not a trip video per se, but when we got here on Monday, what did we do on Monday? We cruised down and stopped in a couple of towns on the way down, did the touristy thing. We're here for the week, so we came down Monday, and then yesterday we went to Lake Cave, and I'll flick some footage up now. Lake Cave is on Caves Road, and it's actually a massive sinkhole. I think the fancy Russian name for it is Doline or something like that, but it's a fancy way of saying this is a massive sinkhole. So as you can see, it's quite incredible how it's literally just this big hole in the earth. It's not the kind of cave, it's not the kind of hole where it's literally all just falling in at once. The tour guide, because you get a tour guide when you do it, if anyone has done it, you'd be familiar with it, but for those that aren't, it's quite fascinating. The sinkhole, they believe, or the doline as they call it, I think that word's right. If I've got that wrong, I'll flick the correct spelling for that word up on the screen. But it's been sort of falling away over thousands and thousands of years, they reckon. So as the trees die, the roots rot away, and it's unsettled all the soil, and it's just falling in. So it's been millions and millions of, or thousands and thousands of years of it falling away and slowly just turning into this massive sinkhole, really. And I think, from what I can tell, the sinkhole is what has revealed the cave underneath. Obviously the cave has been there for, I don't know, you tell me, but the reason that it was found is because of the hole. And the story behind that was, I think he was saying late 18, I think it was around 1850, there was a farmer's daughter was just running around off the farm somewhere, and she came across it. She was running and got to the edge of this 60-meter drop, and that was how they found it. But then after that, it took them another 30 odd years, I think he was saying, 30 odd years for them to be able to go find that again. So I think it was around 1880, 1890 maybe, that they found it. And then by 1910 they were doing tours. They were sending people down there and I guess making some money off it. So the cave is 60 meters down underground, and at that point, when you're right in the middle of the cave, you are still 30 meters above ocean level. So, and it's right directly under Caves Road. So apparently, when you're driving along Caves Road, you're driving. I think that they said there's about 100 odd caves in the area, and there's only, I think there's less than 10 that you can actually get into and see. A lot of them are under the road. You're driving over the top of them, which is quite fascinating, I thought. After we'd seen the cave, we jumped in the car and just went down to Borenup, did the drive through Borenup. It was blowing a gale. It wasn't so much raining, but it was blowing. It was howling, man. The wind was just... We tried to get out at the Borenup lookout, but it was blowing a gale. Most of the footage I got is shot because it was just so windy. The speaker was carrying on, and yeah, if you didn't see the speaker in the shot, you just would have heard the thing. It was just blowing a gale. So there was a bit of footage there that I can show you, but for the most part anyway, it was just nice to get back down there and just go for a drive through the Karri Forest. And, I mean, that's my favourite spot down there. Those Karri trees are just standing straight up to the sky. That to me is one of my, if not my favourite place to be down there. And it'll be good now once, you know, the car's going, and once I get into the second half of the year, to get down there and do a camping video down there in that forest, probably at maybe Point Road or Borenup Camp, either one. So yeah, maybe, I don't know when, maybe coming a bit more out of winter, so you eliminate the chance of lots of wind and stuff. But yeah, get a video down there, because that is truly my favourite spot. If there's a chance that I've got to get down there a couple of nights free, I'll take it, because that spot is that's our go-to. It's our absolute favourite. So yeah, get the cameras down there and try and get a video of that area. And there's a lot of tracks that drive from the bush straight down into the beach. Another thing we got up to was going to Sue's Bridge. And it's right on the Blackwood River. Campsite backs right up onto the Blackwood River there, and it's got like a little day use area, and it's just a beautiful spot. And there's a campsite that's right there as well, right on it. So we went down there, had a check out of all that, and then you can walk up the river, up Blackwood River, and get right in underneath the bridge. The bridge itself is actually quite fascinating. It was built in '66. It stands at 17.5 meters high, and it was actually flooded over in '82. And the water came up over the top that high that it decimated the railing. As you can see, the railing is just it's gone pretty much. And you can also see in the background past that patrol, that's all gravel roads, and it was sealed. I think it was 95, 96 I read, that it was actually it turned into a sealed road. So up until that point it was still gravel roads out there, which is quite fascinating. But yeah, it's a beautiful bridge, beautiful big bridge, absolutely stunning. We went to this spot down around the Gracetown area towards the coast. We went to this homestead called Ellensbrook Homestead. It's something that if you Google the Margaret River region, you don't really see much of. There's not really much about it that pops up, which I find quite fascinating, because it's such a fundamental part of this area's history, and sort of what you could say Margaret River in this area is now today. What it is, it's Alfred and Ellen Bustle's settlement, basically. And it's still there today. It still stands as it was back then. It was a farm. They did a lot of dairy. There was milk and cheese. It goes back to 1857. They had 3 young kids, Edith, Emma. There's another daughter as well. I'm not sure of the name. But Emma and Edith and the third daughter, they all had their place on the farm. They worked hard. It's called Ellenbrook because Alfred named it after his wife, Ellen. And the traditional owners, the Wedandi, they know the area as Mockadup. Once Alfred and Ellen had passed on, I think it was Edith, stayed there in the homestead, and she fostered and made that a home for Aboriginal children for a long time. That was right up until 80s, the 1980s. They left, and then the government took that land over, and now it is what it is today. National Trust, I think it is, that runs it now. So, yeah, fascinating, incredible story, and it's a shame that there's not really much more exposure of that online if you Google the area or something like that, because it's such a fundamental part of this whole area. Ellensbrook Homestead. It's awesome to see history. I absolutely froth it. So I thought I'd pass some of that on to you guys as well. You get yourselves out there and have a look for yourself, because it's really cool. I have rambled on a bit. Thanks for sticking around if you still are. I appreciate that. We've got a couple more days down here still. I'd say on the way out we'll head up towards Yellingup. We'll check out Canal Rock, Sugarloaf Rock. Hopefully do the Three Bears track as well. You'll either be seeing that footage now, or I'll throw that footage up on the end there, or on the end here. The Three Bears track is I don't think there's many people that don't know. If you've got a 4-wheel drive and you know the southwest, I'm sure you know the Three Bears track. So it'll be nice to get down there and check those areas, and then from there I'd say we'll just start heading home. Signing off now. Catch you all soon. Talk to you all soon. Stay posted, and we'll get something up. Get some videos going again. Can't wait. Excited, man. It's gonna be good. Happy days. Don't work too hard. Be good. Stay safe. See you all soon. Bye bye.